I'm Eric Henry, president of TS Designs. We're out in the cotton fields of New London, North Carolina. The first things that we wanted to do with Cotton of Carolinas is we wanted to be the first apparel line that's completely transparent from the consumer all the way back to the farmer.
I think one of the most important things about Cotton of the Carolinas is reconnecting to where things come from. I think sometimes that we think our clothes come from the mall, our gasoline comes from the pump, our electricity just comes at the outlet, but there's so much more behind that.
North Carolina is the fourth largest producer of cotton in the U.S., but unfortunately the majority of that cotton is shipped overseas. We live in a time now where a t-shirt transportation footprint can be over 17,000 miles. Cotton of the Carolinas, what we want to do is do a project, dirt to shirt, completely in North Carolina in 750 miles. So the consumer can go to our website, look up the year in which the t-shirt is branded, what harvest year, and they can connect with everybody in the supply chain, from Ronnie Burleson, the cotton farmer, all the way back to TS Designs, who does the finished print and dye t-shirt.
I've always been a friend of the local businessman.
Okay, and the main job of us is, like I said,
Our purpose is to get the fiber from the field that you see here. We actually separate the seeds from the fiber.
I am the plant manager and part owner of Hill Spinning Mill.
Brian Morrell, I'm owner of Vortex Apparel. We're an apparel manufacturer located in Wendell, North Carolina.
But it's just exciting to see these people get together and talk about how we can reconnect the business and do the business amongst ourselves and make a product not only we grow in North Carolina, but we make in North Carolina. And our big transition, or sometimes we call our epiphany, happened in 1994 when NAFTA, North American Free Trade Agreement, became law. Prior to NAFTA, we did work for the brands, Tommy, Nike, Gap, Polo, and shortly after NAFTA became law, those brands quickly moved overseas. So we saw our company shrink from over 100 employees to less than 14 employees in that 2-year period.
Globalization has its place, but sometimes it just doesn't make sense. You step over your neighbor to buy something cheaper and then you wonder if it was a fair trade.
In our supply chain of Cotton of the Carolinas, over 700 people are employed in that supply chain, and all those employees are in North Carolina.
A lot of times we talk about sustainability and green issues and local, but I think a better way to describe it is building community.
This is our first year for actually taking people out to the cotton field.
Do we have 3 seats left?
There's an area uncovered and we're going in. I've heard a lot.
But what we want to do is start engaging the consumer into understanding, A, that nice cotton product, pair of blue jeans or t-shirt. Where did it come from? How did it get started?
I don't know anything about cotton yet.
This is a family-owned operation. We started in 1996.
It's like 500-pound bill, and that machine just flips it over and acts like it weighs a pound.
What we want to do at TS Designs is demonstrate a different business model. A business model that looks at, we define as the 3 Ps of people, profit, planet.
Well, I think long term we're going to have to wrestle with the fossil fuel issues, peak oil or increasing prices. And when you ship things around the world, there's a day of reckoning where cheap fossil fuels aren't going to be available. What will we do then? So it certainly makes sense to build a model that you're sourcing things as close as possible so you don't have a huge transportation footprint. I think it's vital that we connect with our local farmers. A lot of times people think in terms of just food and local, but cotton is an agricultural product as well, and that primarily makes up our t-shirts. So it doesn't make sense for us to be getting cotton from around the world when in fact we grow it right here in North Carolina.
It's really hard to find, things that are locally produced. So now I know, one company.
These little shiny spindles, if you want to take a closer look, there's 3,300 of those on this one picture.
I enjoy people coming out and seeming interested in something that I actually do, because I'm interested in it, and I've always loved farming, and it's nice to see that other folks have a fondness of it as well.
How exactly do the trucks pick up those?
It's a pretty surreal experience just to see where it all comes from,
But it's nice to know that you can actually buy something that's grown and made locally. It makes you feel good that you can support your neighbors.
And the thing that I've learned in my 30 years of business is, yes, profits are important. Yes, we all need our income and we've got expenses and stuff like that, but that should not be the sole reason you're in business.